Hey guys, I'm Akash and welcome to Pabbly. So the topic for today's video is send quotation to clients on WhatsApp when they submit form. Now suppose guys, to market your business and to get the details from your clients of their interested products, you have created an online form using a Pabbly form builder like online form building application. Now you have created this form and shared this form everywhere with all of your leads, clients or websites. Now guys, whenever a user will fill this form, a client will fill this form and select the required product which they were looking for and submits it, you want to send them a quotation for that particular product from your business side. Now the manual process of getting the form submission data from online form building application and manually sending the WhatsApp message with the quotation of the product which they have particularly selected. This complete process can be very much repetitive and time consuming. So in this video, I came up with an awesome automation by which whenever we will receive a new form submission in our Pabbly form builder form from the client's end with the details which they have selected or entered, automatically a WhatsApp message with the quotation of the particular product which they have selected in form submission will be sent to that very same client instantly. Interesting, right? Now here you must be thinking how we are going to do this. So to make this happen, we will be using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation and integration software. Now what is the actual step-by-step guide to set up this automation and how you can create this automation by yourself? To know this, you have to come with me to my screen.
So as you can see, here we are on the Pabbly Connect dashboard. Now to reach this dashboard, you just have to go to your browser and search for Pabbly, pabbly.com/connect. And after reaching to the landing page of Pabbly Connect, by clicking on sign up free, you can create your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes. Or if you already have an account, just click on sign in. So after reaching this dashboard, click on create workflow and give this workflow a name. For example, I would like to name the workflow as Pabbly Form Builder to WhatsApp and click on create. Now we can see that our workflow is open over here. And in this workflow, we have two different windows. First one is trigger window, second one is action window. So triggers and actions are basically those two concepts, those two principles on which this whole automation works on, where the trigger says when this happens and the action says do this. So let's begin with our trigger window. So the idea here is first we have to get the details or the data of form submission from Pabbly Form Builder in Pabbly Connect. Then after that, on the basis of product which the customer selects or the user selects who is submitting the form while making the form submission, on that basis using a lookup table, we will find which quotation URL we have to send to that very same user. And then after that, we will send the details or the data of the quotation of the selected product selected by the user while making the form submission as a WhatsApp message to that very same user. So it sounds like a complex process, but it is not. It is a very simple process. So let's begin. So here in trigger window in choose app, we have to search for Pabbly Form Builder. Pabbly Form Builder it is. Then in trigger event, select new form submission. After selecting our trigger event, Pabbly Connect gave us a webhook URL. Now we will use this webhook URL to make the connection between Pabbly Form Builder and Pabbly Connect. Just copy this webhook URL from here and follow the help text given below over here. So just go to the form which you have created using Pabbly Form Builder. So this is a basic form. And in this form, I'm asking the user their first name, last name, email, phone number, email, and location. So for an example, assume that I have created this form as a travel agent, and then on the basis of the location which my clients select where they want to travel, on that basis, I want to send them the quotation of the travel quotation or the whole travel itinerary. So guys, this is the form. So after creating this form, on the left side, we can see integrations option over here. Just click on integrations. And after that, just click on this create webhook button. And here, just paste the very same webhook URL which we have copied from Pabbly Connect and click on save. And that's it guys. We have successfully connected our Pabbly Form Builder form with Pabbly Connect using a webhook URL. Now every time we will receive a new form submission in this form in Pabbly Form Builder, the details or the data of that very same form submission will also be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So let's do this. Here in Pabbly Connect, we can see that it is showing us recapture webhook response. Just click on this button once. And now it is changed to waiting for webhook response, which means Pabbly Form Builder, Pabbly Connect is waiting to get some details or the data from Pabbly Form Builder. So let's make a test form submission in Pabbly Form Builder. Just click on this preview button over here. And after that, we can see that the form which we have created is now open in preview mode. Now let's enter the details of a dummy user. So this is a dummy name. Let's enter the mobile number as well as the email address. And in location, for example, I will select New York. So I want to travel to New York. So as a user, as a dummy user, I have selected the location for New York and click on submit. Now we can see that the message has been submitted. The form has been successfully submitted. And because we have connected this form using a webhook URL to Pabbly Connect, we will see that the very same data which we have entered while making the form submission will also be captured inside Pabbly Connect. So let's go to Pabbly Connect. And yes guys, here in our workflow, in our trigger window, we can see that we have received a response over here. And in this response, we can see the details of the very same user whose details we have added just now a few seconds ago while making the form submission. The very same name, same phone number, same email as well as the same location. Which means guys, the automation, the connection which we have established between Pabbly Form Builder and Pabbly Connect using a webhook URL is working perfectly fine. And here the step 1 of setting up this automation is also completed. Now let's move to step 2. So in step 2, in this form guys, I have asked for 3 locations from the user. And the 3 locations are, let me show you, just refresh this form. So the 3 locations are London, Paris and New York. And on the basis of that, on the basis of which location the user who is submitting the form selects, on that basis, we will choose which quotation we have to send. So basically, we have received a response of the location over here. And what response we are going to get over here in this Pabbly Connect, this label of location, on that basis, we will decide the quotation, which quotation we have to send. So to add this kind of condition in our Pabbly Connect workflow, we will scroll down and come to our action window. And here in choose app, we will search for lookup table. Lookup table it is. After selecting lookup table, in action event, select lookup table once again and click on connect. After clicking on connect, it is asking us for the lookup key. So here guys, you must be thinking what is lookup key. So the response on the basis of which we will decide that which brochure or which quotation we want to send to the user who has submitted the form with the WhatsApp message, that response or that label will be our lookup key. For example, here we have the response of location. On the basis of what location the user will select while making the form submission, on that basis, on the basis of that response, on the basis of that location, we will decide which quotation we want to send. So basically, we have to map this very same response over here in lookup key. And the process of mapping, guys, is very simple. Simply click on this field, and in the drop down below, we have all the responses which we have received. And out of all these responses, select the response of location and map it. After mapping the response of location in lookup key, or the response on the basis of which we will decide that which quotation we want to send on that basis, after mapping that response, it is asking us fallback value. So here in fallback value, the help text below it says the value to be used if we do not find a matching value in lookup table. So if we don't find the lookup table which we will be creating further in this video over here, then what default value should be sent? So I don't want to send any kind of default value. So I'm going to ignore this field. I'm going to keep this field blank for now. Then it is asking us lookup table. So here in place of lookup table, we have 2 fields, label and value. So in place of label, we have to enter the response which we will be getting from form submission over here. And in place of value, we have to enter that URL, that link of the quotation which we want to get in the response. So for example, here we have received the response of New York. So we will enter New York over here. So we have entered New York, and in front of value, we have to add the link of the PDF document of the quotation which the customer was asking of New York. So here in note, I have already copied all the quotations, all the links, I have copied all the links of the quotation which we want to send. So here we have the link of the quotation of New York. So just copy this link and paste it over here. So now we have added a lookup table over here in which we have named it as labeled as New York, and this is the value of New York. So whenever a user will select New York while making the form submission, in this workflow in lookup table step, we will get this URL in the response. Now we have added two another cities here in this form, that is Paris and London. So here we will just click on this plus button on the right side, and in label we will add Paris, and we will enter the URL or the link of the quotation of Paris. Just copy this quotation and paste it over here. And once again click on this plus button and select London over here. London it is. And paste the URL or the link of the quotation of London. Just paste it over here. So in this way, we have created a lookup table over here. Now, every time we'll receive a form submission, the lookup table will look for the lookup key, the response of the city or the location or the product which the customer has selected while making the form submission. Then it will find that very same product in this lookup table which we have created, and we will get the value in the very same value which we have entered in front of that particular product or particular response in the response. So just click on save and send test request, and after clicking on save and send test request, we will see that because we have entered or we have received New York over here, we will receive the link or the value in front of New York which we have entered in this lookup table. Just click on save and send test request. And yes guys, as I told you, in response received, we have the label which we have entered, which we have received from form submission, and also we have received the value which we have entered in front of that particular label in the lookup table. So guys, in this way, we will decide that whatever city or location or the product the customer or the user or the client will use while making the form submission, on that basis, in using lookup table, we can get the particular quotation link of the quotation which we want to send. Now we have received the quotation link as well. Now let's send this WhatsApp message to the very same user who had made the form submission. For that, just click on this add action step button, and here in choose app, search for WhatsApp Cloud API. After selecting WhatsApp Cloud API, in action event, we have to select send template message. Click on connect and select add new connection. Now here we have to connect our WhatsApp Cloud API account with Pabbly Connect. And to make this connection, we require three things to make the connection. One is token, second one is phone number ID, and third one is WhatsApp business account ID. So here guys, I have already created my own WhatsApp Cloud API account. So I will find all of these details in that particular account. But if you haven't created your Cloud API account yet to send WhatsApp messages, there is a link in the description box below. We have a dedicated separate video on how you can set up your own WhatsApp Cloud API account. And guys, you can refer to that video and set up your own account. After creating your account, you will reach to this app dashboard page of WhatsApp Cloud API. Let me take you to the page. Just a second. So this is the app dashboard page. And at this very same page, you will find the temporary access token, the phone number ID, and WhatsApp business account ID of your WhatsApp Cloud API account. Just copy these details from here, go to Pabbly Connect and paste it over here. But in token guys, the help text below token says enter system user generated permanent token as explained here. So here we have the hyperlink. So the token which we get on this app dashboard page is a temporary access token, which means this token will expire every 24 hours. But the token here which is asking us is a permanent access token. So just click on this help text hyperlink over here, and it will take you to a page on our forum. And at this very same page, you will find all the details regarding WhatsApp Cloud API, how you can set up your Cloud API account, and how you can generate your permanent WhatsApp Cloud API token, as well as other details. So you can refer to this page and generate the permanent access token. Then after that, enter that very same permanent access token over here with the phone number ID and WhatsApp business account ID, and click on save to make the connection. I have already made the connection, so I will click on select existing connection and click on save. After connecting our WhatsApp Cloud API account, it is asking us for the template name. So here guys, you must be thinking, what are these templates? So templates are basically some predefined WhatsApp messages which we want to send to our clients while they make the form submission. So to send the WhatsApp messages using WhatsApp Cloud API, first we have to create a template of that very particular message inside Cloud API, and then we have to get that template approved from Facebook, or should I say Meta. And after the approval, we can use that very same template to send the WhatsApp message. So in the drop down below template name, you can see all the template messages which I have already created in my Cloud API account can be seen over here. If you want to create your own WhatsApp message template, just go to the app dashboard page, scroll down, and here in step 2, click on this hyperlink over here. And it will take you to the message template page of WhatsApp Cloud API. And at this very same page, you can find all the templates which you have created in your Cloud API account. And by clicking on Create Message Template button, you can create your own WhatsApp Cloud API message template of your choice. If you have any doubt regarding that, we also have a dedicated separate video on that too, on how to create a message template in WhatsApp Cloud API and what are the features it offers. And the link of that video will also be in the description box below. So guys, the quotation the WhatsApp message template which we are going to use in this video is named as quotation. Let me show you. This is the template message. Okay, so this is the kind of WhatsApp message which I want to send every client, every user who is submitting the form. So in this message, after hey, we want to mention the name of the client who has submitted the form. So here in body field, in body section, you can see after hey, I have added a number in double curly braces. Basically, this number in double curly braces is a body field is a variable. So to add name, we can see that the name of the person who is submitting the form will be keep on changing for every form submission and every WhatsApp message we send. So guys, the text of or the name of the user or the name of the client will be a dynamic text. So to add these kind of dynamic text in our WhatsApp message template, we add a number in double curly braces. So this is basically a body field. So after hey, we will mention the name of the customer. Then message says, thank you for showing your interest in. And here we have the body field too. We have another dynamic text. So here we will be adding that thank you for showing your interest in traveling to London. We are sending the quotation for the same. It also includes the pricing and specification of the service. Please read the terms and conditions carefully. Don't hesitate to contact us with any questions or concern. Thank you. Regards, Team Pabbly. So guys, this is the kind of WhatsApp message which I want to send. And in this very same message, you can see that in header, I have selected media and a document. I want to send the PDF document of the quotation as well, guys, as an attachment with this very same WhatsApp message. So I have added header as media and selected a document. So we will be attaching the PDF document of the quotation as well. So quotation, we will select this very same template over here in Pabbly Connect. Just a second, let me refresh it first. And after that, let's search for the very same template, quotation. After selecting the template, we can see that the language code and template ID are automatically detected. We don't have to make any changes over here. Then it will ask us for the recipient mobile number. So here we have to enter the recipient mobile number of the client who has submitted the form on the number on which we want to send the WhatsApp message with quotation. So we have received the recipient mobile number from form submission response in our trigger window, and we are going to map the very same number over here. And as we also, the process of mapping is very simple. Simply click on this field, and then in the drop down below, we can see all the responses from Pabbly Form Builder. And out of all these responses, select the response of phone number and map it. After that, the help text below it says, enter the recipient mobile number with country code without plus sign. So here it is saying us, we have to enter the WhatsApp number, the mobile number with country code. Like for India, the country code is +91. So we have to enter the 91 of country code with the 10 digits of mobile number, but we have to remove the plus sign. We don't have to enter the plus sign. So after mapping the recipient mobile number, it is asking us for header document URL. So as I told you that we are sending a PDF document as an attachment, as a header with our WhatsApp message. So we have to enter the URL of that particular document. So here guys, using lookup table, we have added all the URLs, all the quotation URLs for every product, every location, every service which we offer in form submission. So we have to basically map this very same response from lookup table to add here in the header URL section. So just click on this field, and from the drop down below, from the responses of lookup table, select the URL. So on the basis of what location or what product or what service the customer selects in form submission, on that basis, this URL over here in header document URL will be keep on changing. After mapping it, it is asking us header document file name. So I want to name this file as quotation. Quotation it is. Then after naming the file, it is asking us body field 1 and body field 2. So here in place of body field 1, we wanted to add the name of the client who has submitted the form. So we will just click on this field, and from the drop down below from Pabbly Form Builder responses, we will map the first name of the client. And in place of body field 2, we wanted to add that thank you for showing your interest in traveling to London. So we will manually type traveling to, and the location which they will be selecting, the product or the service which they will be selecting will be dynamic. So we will map that response from our Pabbly Form Builder response in the drop down below. And after entering all these data, just click on Save and Send Test Request. After clicking on Save and Send Test Request, we can see that we have received a response over here. And this response seems to be a positive response to us. This response shows that the data which we have added with the selected template which we have selected, which we have created, a WhatsApp message will send to this very same number, the number which user has entered while making the form submission. So let's check the WhatsApp account of this number. And yes guys, we can see that on this very same number, we have received a WhatsApp message with the PDF file of the quotation, and the very same quotation for the very same service or the location which user has selected while making the form submission. Then this message says, "Hey dummy," means the name of the user name of the client who has submitted the form. "Thank you for showing your interest in traveling to New York. We are sending the quotation for the same. It also includes the pricing and specification of the service. Please read the terms and conditions carefully. Don't hesitate to contact us with any questions or concern. Thank you, regards Team Pabbly." So we can see that this is the very same template message which we have created in our WhatsApp Cloud API account with the very same details which we have entered in Pabbly Connect and same customer name with the quotation of the location or the product or the service which the user has selected while making the form submission. Which means guys, the automation, the workflow which we have created in this work video is working perfectly fine. Now after that, let's understand in brief that what are the steps we followed while setting up this automation. So first, we have created a workflow in Pabbly Connect, and in this workflow, we have selected our form building application, Pabbly Form Builder, as a trigger application, and new form submission was our trigger event. Then using a webhook URL, we have connected our Pabbly Form Builder form with Pabbly Connect, and after that, we made a test form submission, a dummy form submission in our Pabbly Form Builder form, so that we can get the form submission data in Pabbly Connect. And after that, we have provided some options in the products or the service which we are offering in the form. And on the basis of the product or service which the client or the user selects in the form, on that basis, the link or the document of the quotation which we will be sending to the very same user on WhatsApp will be keep on changing. So to add this kind of feature, we have added lookup table, and in lookup table, we have added in lookup key, we have mapped the response which will be changing of the services or the product or the location which will be keep on changing. And after that, in lookup table, in the label, we have selected all the responses all the options which we have given in the form. And in front of that, in value, we have mapped the quotation link, the PDF quotation link of the PDF file of that particular location or service or product. And after that, we have sent all of these data to WhatsApp Cloud API so that we can instantly send the WhatsApp message with the quotation to the very same user who has submitted the form. So not just these applications guys, you can basically connect plenty of other applications using Pabbly Connect. And guys, one more important thing. You will find the clone link of this very same workflow in the description box below. By clicking on that link, you can clone this very same workflow into your own Pabbly Connect account and use this workflow for free.
If you need any kind of help or have any queries, you can ask them on forum.pabbly.com, and you can check Pabbly Connect's pricing at this link. So if this video was helpful to you, you can like this video, don't forget to share it with others, and to keep getting such content on automation and integration, you can subscribe to Pabbly. Thank you, have a nice day.